Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is Raspberry Reads. I have a tag video for you today and thank you Daniella over at Uncommon Reader for tagging me to do this. And this is the Adventurers Assemble tag and it was created by John over at Disquiet and Dragons. And I'll link both John's and Daniella's channels in the description for you. So there are 5 prompts in this tag, and it's all about adventures and companions that you might have on your adventures, all picked from literature. So let's just get into it, shall we? So the first prompt is called Nom Nom Nom, and it's a companion or adventurer who would help ensure that you eat well during your quest. And I was just doing this sort of quickly, just off the top of my head, and I immediately thought of Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Most of you will be familiar with The Lord of the Rings, but Sam or Samwise was Frodo's very loyal companion, but he always had a soft spot for cooking, and in the books and in the films, there are quite a few scenes where he's making sure that they're focusing on eating properly. So yes, if I was going on an adventure, I feel pretty confident that I could bring Samwise Sam along with me and I would be fed well. The second prompt is I know this one, and it's a companion or adventurer who would help you win like a pub quiz. And I don't do pub quizzes, but I think, so again, off the top of my head, I was thinking, which character have I been really impressed by their intelligence recently in my reading? And that was the character of James in Percival Everett's James. So the black person who was enslaved, who was known as Jim in Huckleberry Finn. But in the retelling of James by Percival Everett, the character of James is so intelligent to the point that he has to sort of mask his intelligence to avoid being put in unsafe situations because he is a black person. And yeah, I feel pretty confident that he was very worldly and wise, and I think he'd be able to help in a pub quiz. The third prompt is keep it secret, keep it safe. I like the kind of nod to Lord of the Rings there. And this is a loyal and trustworthy companion or adventurer. And there's lots of people I could have picked for this, but again, I was thinking off the top of my head and books that I've perhaps read recently, and I thought of Enid Pretty from Miss Benson's Beetle by Rachel Joyce. So Enid was Marjorie Benson's companion in this historical fiction where the two women travel from England in search for a beetle, a rare beetle species. And Enid definitely proves herself to be a trustworthy and loyal companion. I would actually argue that they both are loyal to each other, but yes, off the top of my head, Enid Pretty, an unconventional choice, I think, but loyal to the end. And the fourth prompt is got your back, a companion that will help you out in a fight. And I don't read too many books where there's actual fighting, but I was thinking of like, okay, well, who's sort of like masterful and sort of crafty? And then I thought of the book Out by Natsuo Kurina, I think her name is. And this is a really well-known Japanese, I guess, crime thriller, sort of. And the character Masuko Katori is one of the women in that story that sort of is integral in helping to cover up or sort out a mess involving sort of murders and crime and that sort of thing. And yeah, I feel like she was a very strong character and definitely would be able to help me out in a fight. And then lastly was the prompt man's best friend. And so this was thinking about a non-human companion. So I immediately thought like, oh, definitely dog. And there's lots of books about dogs. But then I thought, okay, well, if we were going to go with a companion who is not human but is perhaps problematic, I was thinking of the robot Marvin, I think his name is, from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's the robot that's like really depressed that joins them on their journey. But then I was looking at my bookshelves and I thought, oh, okay, well, the Velveteen Rabbit, so the rabbit in this story, the book is all about the rabbit sort of sticks by his boy, and the boy ends up having scarlet fever. And although the book is more so about the rabbit, there is definitely a theme of love throughout this. So yeah, the rabbit in the Velveteen Rabbit as a non-human companion would be my pick for this. So yeah, those were the 5 questions for this Adventurers Assemble tag. So thank you again to Daniella for tagging me, and also to John for creating the tag in the first place. It was really quite an interesting tag to do, so I applaud your creativity. And in terms of tagging other people, so I thought of 3 booktubers to tag. So Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club, I tag you. Tristan at L-Space-Books, and Nikki at My Messy Bookshelf. I think all 3 of you read differently and to each other, and read widely. So I think you'd be able to provide some interesting responses to these prompts. So yes, that just leaves me to say that I hope you're all doing really well, and I'll see you soon in a new video. Take care. Bye.